I love nothing more than a pot of paper whites in the house. They would flower at Christmas if I'd have planted them earlier, but I quite like something to look forward to when the Christmas decorations come down because it can look a bit bare. I just want to show you really simply how to plant this up, so I'm going to do it in reverse. These twigs are actually in location because I want something to support the bulbs once they start growing. They can get to about 40 centimetres high, and particularly if they've not got enough light or they're in a warm room, they kind of become more elongated. So those twigs, you can wrap a bit of raffia around the flowers and the stems as they grow, and then you can tie the whole thing together to stop it flopping. I then put some moss. I got this out of the garden on a patio that I cleared in the summer, and I've dried it out, and so that's perfect for using as a top dressing. It makes it look super cute. You could add a few pine cones as well to look even cuter. I've got about 10 bulbs in there, and they are just sat literally on gravel. They're starting to grow already, which is good news. It means that they are viable, and they're not soft at all. They're really firm. I've had these in the garage for a few weeks now. So I've just filled up a crusty container. I've seen people use a glass container with this same idea, but I like this crusty pot. I've just filled that up with gravel. When you're building this up, you want to fill it up to about 2 centimetres from the top with gravel. I've got a chunky gravel in the bottom, a medium gravel, and then a small gravel. You can do whatever you like. All you really need to remember is there's no soil in here, it is just water. Now you want to fill this vessel up so that the water just touches that basal root, because you don't want that bulb sat in water because it's going to rot. Now this is why people use glass containers to do this in, because you can see the water from the outside. But when you've sat those on, those roots will develop, they'll root into the gravelly water, they'll sit nicely in there, somewhere bright and warm in the house, and you'll have a beautiful spring light display to welcome in the new year.